Hi, everybody. Welcome back to AskTheDoctor.com on the DL Health and Wellness Series. I'm Dana Levenson, and I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had some time to rest. I know a lot of you are working, even though you're working from home, and you've been preparing a lot of food and a lot of snacks. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring back Chef Andy Muto. Chef Andy, healthy snacks today. My kids are snacking nonstop, and often, hey Andy,
Hey, how are you?
how's it going?
Well, my head's cut off.
Your head is cut off.
My head's cut off. I got to make that adjustment. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I was just saying how my kids are snacking a lot, and often I find that they're not reaching for the healthiest of snacks. Part of that is my fault because I've put stuff in the house that's not great. A lot of that was stress buying at the beginning of quarantine.
Right.
But now I've really tried to get my family back to healthy food and healthy living. Like my son said, there's nothing in this house really that has sugar. I said, well, it's natural sugar,
Not
right?
necessarily a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing.
Nice.
And I think everybody will feel a lot better for it. The problem is that when you're stressed, and I'm sure you could speak to this too, is that you grab things to eat, right? You're stress
Yep.
eating, and
Yep.
kids do that more than we know,
Yes.
right? So as parents, if we could have some food that's healthy and available for them, just like they would grab a cookie, and cookies aren't necessarily bad, but some cookies are bad, right? And some processed cake is bad. So if we have some natural stuff for the kids that we could make, I think everybody would be better off for it.
Right.
What do you
So
think?
I think, using the word like healthy and natural, sometimes people get, afraid of that. I think what we're going to show today is how to use just simple foods that you can get anywhere that have been around for thousands of years that we've maybe forgotten about or just don't even bother with anymore.
And I like some of the snacks that we were talking about because you've named them for some of your favorite sports players,
Yeah, of course.
NHL players particularly. What is one of the snacks we're going to make today has mangoes in it, which we'll get
Yes.
to. Mango is one of my favorite fruits.
Yes.
Blueberries, mangoes, those are my favorite.
Right.
And we're also incorporating coconut oil again, which I love. That's a great fat. So maybe
Yep.
you could just tell us about the first snack that we're going to make, what's in it, and why you've chosen this snack.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up the camera a bit so you can see my cutting board, okay?
Okay.
Because I want you to see what I'm doing. You see
Okay.
it better now? Kind of?
Sort of. Not great. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom line is that sometimes we reach for snacks, and the snacks that we reach for are what they call empty calorie snacks. There's no substantial nutrients to them. That's why you can go through like 3 bags of chips in a heartbeat and say, I'm still hungry, right?
Wait, can I interrupt you because you're saying all these
Sure, of course you
words
can.
are catching empty calories. So people are, for example, when they put their hands in a bag of chips, there is no nutrients in that. There's no nutritional value at all.
Well, it's just fried potatoes, basically.
Right.
And,
Better
and
have
the
fresh
amount that the amount of a chip, like it's menial. It's almost nothing there. But the problem is that when you eat a lot of it, what you're getting mostly is the saturated oils or the oils that they fry in and so forth, regardless of their sunflower or avocado oil. It doesn't really matter. There's no nutritional value, really hardly any, in the chip itself, right?
Okay, so your philosophy is if you're going to be snacking, you might as well be putting some fuel into your body at the same time.
Well, that's my philosophy. It's also my experience of what I've seen because, when you see people who are coming and they eat those types of things and they come back and say, I'm still hungry, well then when you give them something that's got a bit more healthy fat, good quality sugar, then it sustains them longer and they don't have to. And that's why your kids need to have that so that they're not constantly coming back and saying, Mommy, I'm hungry.
So someone
Right?
just asked about popcorn.
Popcorn's a
Think
great
about popcorn.
snack.
Oh.
That to me is my go-to food. I love popcorn that I do myself in my air popper. But again, popcorn, I can eat like an entire, I put olive oil on my popcorn. But I can eat like an entire, like an acre of popcorn I could eat in an hour. No problem. But again,
Air pop
what am I
popcorn
getting?
with olive oil.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
use the ones in the microwave. Those are, I don't like people telling me what kind of fats I need to be cooking my popcorn with. So that's why I air pop it. Olive
Okay.
oil and
That was a
salt.
good question. Thank you. Thank you for that question. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the question coming in. Tell me about what we're about to make now.
So we're going to start with the simple things that we're familiar with. Like, for example, bars seem to be one of the most popular things on the market right now, right? So
Yeah.
this is a typical bar. But bars will usually have like nuts and seeds, and they'll have 2 or 3 different types of sugars. They'll have brown rice sugar, they'll have dates, and they'll have maple syrup or honey. And oftentimes they use the sugar to help bind it to keep it all together. But then what ends up happening is you get on this bar like this, you get like 20 grams of sugar, and it's like that's way too much sugar for
Wow.
for some of them, and it's not necessary, especially if you're just sitting there. What's the point? What's the point in having all that sugar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my go-to, and if you have a young person there to help, my go-to is using some of the simple foods that we've used in the past to help fuel us. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, here's a dried fig.
Okay. I am
Where's your,
right there.
do you have a helper with you or no?
No, I did. I did, Andy.
He quit. He ran.
Quit. Well, it was so. It's you know what I have to tell you. It's so nice outside now, and it was.
Yeah.
You know, it was either cooking or was it playing basketball. So
Yeah,
I
playing
thought,
basketball.
I thought exercise kind of trumped the Instagram experience. So, but
I
I
never
will.
had that choice growing up, Dana, just so you know. It was nice outside and we had stuff to do. I had no choice. I had to be inside to help.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well,
It is what it is.
I promised that I would show him afterwards how to do this because he loves cooking.
It's so simple. This is how you can get kids involved. So you take something as simple as a dried fig, you put a little slit in it, you open it up,
Yep.
and you can take any kind of nut. Here's an almond. A simple almond. You put it inside the fig and you close it up. There's your snack.
Hold on, I'm gonna shove the almond in. That's it.
There's your snack. So you can get the kids to make a bunch of these. You've got your good sugars, your good fiber, and your healthy fat.
Wait, is this supposed to be so hard to do?
No. What did you buy? The ones made out of concrete? You sure you're using
okay, hold on.
and
So
not a
you're
dinosaur
saying,
ring?
wait, hold on. I'm going to show this to you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's perfect.
So you're saying this, instead of having a processed granola bar, this is better?
Way better. If you look up the nutrition on figs, it's incredible. And almonds are low fat. So, like, you can do a bunch of this to get kids involved. You can even dip these in chocolate if you want and dry them up in the chocolate covered thing. They're outstanding. And it's simple. Easy to digest, quick energy.
It smells good. Okay.
Okay?
Delicious. And I know how sweet these are. These are so sweet.
They're awesome. You can use Calamurna figs, or these ones here are mission figs. Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Here's another one. This is an apricot.
Okay.
Right? Apricots. Yeah. And you notice the apricots are brown? They're not that pretty. Yeah. That's because they don't have sulfate dioxide, because sulfur dioxide keeps them orange, keeps their color. But anything natural that is dry, it ends up looking like that. So there you go.
Oh,
so again.
really? So wait, Andy, I'm going to stop you. That's a really, really good point. I want people to hear this. So if you're going to buy dried apricots, right? They're usually orange, very, very dark. Sometimes they're very dark orange. This is a dark brown, and this is an apricot. Where would you find the healthy version of dried?
You can get anywhere. Bulk Barn will have them. Any kind of bulk store, Nature's Emporium, or bulk department. There's a lot of bulk stores that will carry the sulfite, the one with the sulfite in it, and this one here.
And why is this so good for you? I know that they are, but tell
apricots. Apricots are great for the immune system. They're yellow, really they're orange yellow colors. So they have lutein and they have the beta carotene. This is on a beautiful, simple fruit that's been around for generations upon generations, and still today, it's almost like we've forgotten about them. Unless you're from the Middle East, because they eat a lot of these and good on them because these are so good, so good.
And how often would you be snacking on these, and how much of these would you have, because they're high in sugar?
Of course. Well, again, like anything else, if you have 20 of these, you may as well have this.
20?
Right? Yeah, no, I'm just saying, don't. What I'm saying. Dana, say. Like, seriously.
I take everything you say seriously. I'm in the kitchen. You're instructing me.
So the bottom line is everything in moderation. So maybe if you need a couple of these, and I know kids can go crazy on these and have like 20, but you know what? 4 or 5 maybe, and then have something else, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so, these are good.
Apricot, again, same thing. Let's put some cashew inside this one. Now, there you go, apricot with cashew.
What about a walnut?
You can put a walnut in there. You can put whatever. If you kids have nut allergies, I have sunflower seeds. I have pumpkin seeds. I have coconut shavings. I have tiger nuts, which are a tuber. So you can use nut-free stuff in there. Whatever your family wants to do, it's fine.
And how fresh does this stay? Like how many days? And
they won't stay. You know what? There's no need to make 50 at a time. I mean, you can and keep them in the container, but they're so easy to do. Sometimes all you have to do is just take this and a handful of things and eat it together.
Okay, because I have dates and apricots here. I'm wondering how long it's going to stay good. Like how long does it stay good for? No.
As long as you keep it in a sealable bag, you'll be fine. The dates will dry out if they are exposed to air for too long. But if you keep it in a sealed bag, they'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, so now let's look to the fresh fruit, okay? So I got my banana.
Fresh fruit. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
So again, I wanted to introduce these to you because these are kind of... so this is my snack line that I put together, okay? And I gave you some samples. These are our seasoned almonds, which have like 2 ingredients. It's olive oil and fresh herbs. This is our more complex one. It's an anti-inflammatory with ginger and mango and coconut and cashews and pumpkin seeds and turmeric. That's why it's yellow. And this is our seed blend, which is meant for people who have allergies to nuts and so forth. And this is the champion. This is the Baru seed. This is like probably the best right now on the market. It has high fat, high calorie, high zinc for your immune system, and it has almost no carbs at all. So this is very keto friendly.
This is it, right?
That's good. Yep. And you can, and people need information on them. Reach out to me. They're great, and they're nut free and they're peanut free. So these are the snacks that I do for athletes and for other people who want to have something that's good, but it's meant to be had in shots. You don't need an entire bag of this because you're not supposed to. Everything in moderation. So it's supposed to be the right fuel for the right timing.
So maybe a handful of Baruzi seeds?
Absolutely. So here.
And do you have this before you work out or you have it after you work out? In between.
So I'll show you what the boys do when they come and get their snacks. So they'll take this seed mix like this. They'll take their banana. They'll dip it. They'll roll it in there and they'll eat it like that. And it gives them the sugar. So, and the fat.
Well, your cousin says hello to you. You have a cousin who's saying hi. So the sweetness comes from the banana, right?
The banana and the raisins and the goat cheese. Right.
And you put it all together. That's yummy. And they could roll it too.
I just push it together. Right? You can do it with the almonds, but that's the point. You can do the apple with the nut blend. As long as you have a good sugar, healthy fat, you're okay.
Delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I wanted to ask you what this was here.
I think I'm losing you, Dana.
I don't know. You're freezing there. Can you see
you dip these together? Like
you were freezing a little bit. There, you're back. Tell me what these are. What's that?
These things here are tiger nuts. So these are a tuber.
Tiger nuts.
So in Spain, they come from Spain. Yeah. So they grow underground. They're like peanuts, but they're nut-free and they're peanut-free. And they use it in Spain to make something called horchata. And it's like a milk from this. Unbelievable. They use it like as part of their culture. So they're a great little snack for kids. High in fiber, high in protein.
Delicious. Delicious. Okay.
Okay, why are you freezing?
I don't know. We're both freezing here. We're having a problem here on Instagram. Am I freezing too?
Yep.
Not good. That's not good. Okay.
Well, I'm going through andropause, so technically I'm not cold at all.
Okay. Okay.
I am 55.
I loved your tray. If you want to show everybody your tray one more time, because that you were freezing before. I love these snacks. And where can people find all of this?
Yeah.
Where can you buy all of
I'll
these?
I'll put my email up.
Okay.
They can get it through me. I'll put up a link on your bio and our bios, and they can order from me.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
They're great.
Okay.
I gotta send some out to some of the boys out west soon.
Tell me who eats this. Like you were talking about some of your clientele. Yeah, you're saying the boys, and some people might not know who are the boys.
Well, all the boys that train with us, really. We have from McDavid to Stamkos loves the mango mousse. We actually named it after him. Mike Smith, the goalie, has a really interesting story because he's allergic to almonds, but he can eat these ones here. It's a phenomenon. I don't understand it, but you know what? I send him stuff. Matthew Kachuk, oh gosh, Matthew can eat this entire whole thing in one sitting. Him and his brother Brady, great kids, great young men. But yeah, so even actually, you know what? When Cleveland comes to town, I put all 4 of these out, and these nuts and this trail mix here are gone. They just take it all on the bus with them on the plane, and away they go.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Good, simple snacks.
Yeah.
Simple snacks.
Okay.
Okay, we're moving on to number 2 now, right?
Okay.
So are we gonna do our mousses now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Mousse. Okay.
Okay. So which one are we doing first? Which one?
Well,
banana or
why don't you show me how to make the banana one?
Okay. So I got my $25 blender here. So this is probably going to be one of the simplest recipes.
$25 blender. Okay.
$25 blender. So this is called raw cacao powder. So it's not cocoa. It's unprocessed from the cocoa plant, the cacao plant. And so it's bitter, but it's got all the nutritional value in it. Theobromelain, it's a healthy fat. It gives you good energy. It's great for your heart, your whole cardiovascular system. And it's great energy. Very good energy. So again, the fact
I tried cacao in my coffee.
And how did that go?
It was good.
Actually, if you make if you blend it with a little bit of coffee, it actually tastes. I make at the cafe that we have. I made hot chocolate with this maple syrup and either coconut milk or regular milk. It is the best hot chocolate ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow. Okay.
Once you get hooked onto that, you can't stop drinking. And you know what's funny? You know when you go to a Mexican restaurant and they make mole? That's mole.
Wow. Okay.
They've been Aztecs have been using cacao for centuries.
And so a lot of people use cacao in replacement of chocolate, right?
Yes. Well, it is chocolate, except that it hasn't been processed, or it hasn't been refined, and it hasn't been altered at all.
Right.
So basically, it's one banana.
Okay.
I think I'm hoping. Where's my other half? My other half is over. I'm hoping that because the blender is not as strong as the $7,000 blender, but I do this because I want people to be, I want it to be real for people in case they cannot, they don't have that kind of fun. So it's 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder to 1 banana. That's all the recipe is. Okay?
That's it?
That's it. Excuse my back while I blend. You can talk while I blend, okay?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out here. Most people, when they're making stuff in the blender, they'll put ice, milk, coconut milk, almond milk. No, it's not a smoothie. This is a mousse.
This is a mousse. There's nothing to it. There's
so
nothing
blend
to
it up. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like. You blend it up. I want to see it. I think that's amazing.
Keep talking.
I'm going to keep talking. I'm most interested in are the seeds, because my kids will snack on seeds. They like the seeds, but often they want the sweet. So that's why they're going for the granola bars, or they're going for chocolate in whatever bar that they find, even if it's called a protein bar or a nutritional bar. Right? But I like the idea of taking a banana and dipping that in the seeds, because you're getting the banana and you're getting the seeds. Okay, let's see that.
This is crazy. This is how, watch this. Ready?
Yep. What? What's that?
That's it. I make this for, I tell you, Matthew Kachuk had to take a half a pail of this.
I want some of that.
It's perfect because the balance of the, even though this is bitter, the balance of the sweet overripe banana really makes it like very palatable. And you know what? This is a great snack for kids. They can actually freeze it and use it as a pop later on, like a popsicle, right? Or you can actually use this for dessert when you have company.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That sounds like an amazing dessert because it's a banana chocolate mousse, or in replace of a chocolate pudding.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what's really cool about this is that often when we have overripe bananas, we want to make banana bread. So we keep throwing it in the freezer.
Yes.
This is a way better option. It's way better for you, and it's a smarter way of using leftover bananas that are going off.
I'm going to tell my mother because she's constantly making banana bread. Or she always wants my bananas for her banana bread, which sometimes is okay. But, you know, okay. So I'm going to show you what I have here. I have a lot of mangoes.
You ready?
How much? What am I doing with this?
So we're going to put it in your blender.
Okay.
This
smells so good, Andy.
So here I have another one. So just put it inside your.
Put it in my blender.
Yeah, put it in your blender.
All of it?
Why not? How much would you say is there?
Probably 2 cups.
So that's about 2 mangoes. That's fine. This is just 1 mango for me here.
If you can see how much is that? Can you see?
Yeah, that's good. Now you're gonna put the coconut oil, right? Huh?
What's that? What?
Now you can put the coconut oil. Now, pardon? Hello, can you hear me? So what I was gonna say was, you can use the coconut oil, right? Where'd you go? Yeah, you can use the coconut oil. Very good. That's a good one too. That's a very good one. Very good one. Well done. So you can use coconut oil for the average person, for a healthy snack in the middle of the day, or for breakfast. However,
so good.
If you're an athlete, you could add the MCT powder, and that will give you the energy that you need.
I want to ask you something about MCT because I did receive a couple of messages about MCT because we talked about it last time. I think you made a reference that MCT could make that burn or give a burning sensation in your stomach.
Yes.
So someone had asked me, and I said I don't remember.
Yes. Because it goes from your stomach into your liver, and it creates bile, and it's the bile that ends up burning your stomach, especially if you haven't eaten anything. So that's why you need to eat something when you use the oil.
Or would you decrease it? Maybe the person had too much.
Or you can decrease it. Yes, absolutely. Okay. But the powder doesn't have that issue.
Okay.
The powder doesn't have that issue. Okay, we good? So
how much of this? 1 tablespoon for 1 cup.
Put 2. So it's always 1 to 1. So 1 mango, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil.
So is this enough? Is this big?
Yeah, I'd put 1.5 of those. I'm gonna add.
Is this supposed to be hard?
Well, it is butter.
Great.
And like last week, I think we had a bit of an issue because we were using frozen fruit. So what happens when you put something cold with this? It hardens. So that's why you have to have if you have frozen mango, you have to defrost it. But right now, mangoes are in season. I got this beautiful organic mango for like two something. So ready to blend or what?
So are we both?
Are you ready?
We both gonna blend at the same time?
You ready?
I don't know. I'm nervous. Okay. You're freezing on me, Andy. Okay.
How's it going? You're working?
Okay, mine's not blending so much. I'm just stirring it around.
What happens when you buy a $10,000 blender?
Say that again?
Nothing. So what happens when you buy a $10,000 blender?
Okay, hold on. What's your? Oh, wait, yours looks so much better. No fair.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to come over and see what's happening over there. So shake it up. Like, I mean, do you have the plunger? Sorry, I can't help you. Alrighty then, just keep mixing it up. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna pour mine out, okay?
My kids are gonna love this. The smell is unbelievable. I highly encourage everybody watching to try this. 2 ingredients, mangoes and coconut oil. I mean, seriously, what could smell better? I wish I could share this with everyone. It's the, one of the things, can I just tell you, part of, like, one of the greatest things about this experience in isolation, and probably the worst part, is I've been able to experiment with so much food and learn, really, really teach myself how to cook some things that I haven't been able to do before. But I have the same audience every single day. It's the worst. I want to invite my parents over. I want to have my siblings over, my in-laws, friends.
When we're done, when this is done, have everybody, a bunch of people over and put everything on a long table and say, go ahead, eat.
Okay. I'll try that. Everything that we've cooked together?
Yeah, I'll bring my wife over and we'll eat everything.
Oh, you're coming over to cook with me?
Yeah, why not?
Now that would be a sensational segment. You come in my kitchen. I have a new kitchen. Okay, let's see.
Done?
I don't know.
Let's get going. We got stuff to do. Let's get going here.
Okay, go. Okay.
So, anyways, you know what you could do, okay? Because you're having a struggle, do you use your Vitamix a lot?
Yeah.
You do, eh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I try going slow
look,
first.
It looks good. Look.
Yeah, okay, it's good. Okay, eat it. Try it.
Okay. Like, try it right now?
Yeah, try. I've already had half of mine. Oh my goodness, how much more can I have?
It's delicious. That is delicious. That's going to be a winner. And I'm going to make the banana chocolate also, for sure. I'm pointing over there because I have my cacao powder. See?
Okay.
Ready? Got my powder. Okay, what did you want to make? We have time for one more thing.
Okay, I want to show the these are all sweets. I want to show the savory things to do, okay?
Okay.
So here, I want to introduce just these simple vegetables to people because people always eat the same vegetables over and over. I want to introduce you to this. Isn't that beautiful?
What is that?
That's called the watermelon radish.
I think I have that.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
This here is a golden beet. Everybody knows what a golden beet is. Yeah, very good. This is a very interesting one. This is the celeriac, the celery root. Okay?
This one.
Great alternative to celery. That's the watermelon radish. That's this one here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And everybody knows what a cucumber is.
Yep.
And everybody knows what carrots look like. So here's my dish.
Nice.
Watermelon radish, celery root sticks, golden beets, cucumbers, and carrots. See the colors?
Yeah. Do these have to be in the fridge or can they stay out?
No, they should be in the fridge.
Okay.
They should be in the fridge. But just the color, first of all, the color itself is great sugars, antioxidants, great for the prebiotic, the radish. And it's not harsh at all. It's sweet. And you have hummus, so you can serve that with hummus. Or you can just take an avocado. You have the hummus. You can serve those vegetables with the hummus. You can take avocado and mash it and serve with that. So you get the sugar from the vegetables and the fat from the hummus, and the fat from the avocado. You see the combination what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Here are some nuances. This one here. This is something perhaps when you go to the grocery, when you go out for dinner, you often ask for buffalo mozzarella. You heard of that? So this is the buffalo mozzarella. This is a higher fat, but it's easier to digest because of the buffalo milk. It's easier to digest, has probiotics, and it's so pleasant to the palate. Again, yes, try it.
Yes? Try it?
Mamma mia. So nice. So here, see that? So I'll show you a plate that I'll make. I was going to introduce these to you, right? These are called, can you see the word? Lupini.
Lupini.
They're called lupini beans. Every Italian household has lupini beans.
Why?
Nice. Because it's a snack for us. For us, it's like peanuts on the table.
What can I have, Andy?
There you go. Oh, look for you. Look at that. Nice job. Nice job. So lupini beans are great because there's 26 grams of protein in 1 cup of lupini beans. And they're high in fiber. And they're so simple. There's 2 ways to eat them. You can pop them in your mouth like that, or you can squeeze them. You can squeeze them. You can take the skin off if you want.
I just ate the skin.
I do. It's good fiber. But a lot of people take off the skin and eat just the inside.
Would you put this on your savory plate?
Here it is right here.
These are good.
See? That's what a good healthy fat snack looks like.
And once this is open, this also goes in the fridge?
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting history about these. The gladiators, they found that gladiators used to use these as part of their diet to give them energy and power. And the Roman soldiers did the same. So this has been around for a long time. During the summer program, these are the kind of snacks I'll have on the table, and the boys will just wolf through it. But they don't come back for anything else because it's sustained, right? Their energy, they're satisfied, they're satiated.
Does this snack or this plate have a name? You've named all your other snacks.
No? I don't know. I know. If you call it Mediterranean, it's not really fair because this is also Middle Eastern. This is just, I call the whole program smart eating.
No, but you name them after some of your favorite players.
Well, I know. Well, gosh, all the guys will eat this. McDavid eats these. The rest of them, they eat all the boys from the Tanner brothers. All the NHL players that we have. They very rarely do they say, "I don't like that" or "I don't want that." And believe me, everybody, some of these young men are like 21, 22, 25, and we can't forget that while they're professional athletes, they're still young men, and they have their preferences.
That's
so
right.
It's my responsibility to make food that is comforting, tastes good, and that they can use right away as fuel. That's what my job is.
This has been
super
enlightening for me because now that I've made this mousse, the mango mousse, I'm going to put it in the fridge. I'm going to save it. This is going to be dessert tonight, unless someone gets to it for snack in the next half an hour post basketball, maybe. And I'm also going to
put some rum.
Put some what?
Never mind. I said if you and your husband want, you can make a great martini with a little bit of rum and coconut in there.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Never mind.
My husband, that'd be nice. And then I'm going to try the banana cacao powder. That sounds divine as well. And I love this tray. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the seeds are beautiful. Yeah.
I love it. It's so simple. Honestly, everything here is so simple to make. It's just a question of opening your eyes and looking at the different varieties of stuff instead of getting the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and I think, Andy, what I love about your philosophy about food and cooking and snacking, what I love so much is that everything that you're putting in has value, right? Everything has value.
It's not empty.
And why put empty calories into your body? Why not fill your body with really good food? I love that. And I love how easy this was. This was really easy. This is easy stuff. I am excited for my family to try this because that's my audience right now. Thank you, Andy.
So next time, I think I'm gonna show how to do, we're gonna do breakfasts with a variety. And one of the things we're gonna feature is how to make our own granola and how to make our granola really rich so that we don't have, again, it's not just empty calories, and even using some of the buffalo yogurt will be involved in that too.
Amazing. I love that idea. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Oh, it's great to see you again.
So good to see you. What is that?
Montreal, a shout out to our good people in Montreal who are going through a hard time right now. Hey,
That's nice of you. Always a shout out. Thank you, Andy.
Right.
Thank you so much. It was so good to see you. We'll see you next week. Be well.
Good health to you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
See you.
Take care. Ciao.
Meeting.